Still make money on the delivery apps in 2023, doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, etc. I don't know about your area of the country, but where I live on the East Coast in Virginia, just to give you an example, this week, it's only Saturday and I just started working this morning, but Monday through Friday this week, I've made nearly $800. So if I work all day today, if I work tomorrow evening, I can probably make about $1,000. And that's what I'm shooting for, is about $800 to $1,000 a week. Yeah, it's long hours, sometimes 9-10 hours a day I'm out here doing this with pretty much no breaks. But yes, in 2023, at least in some areas of the country, there is still money to be made doing these delivery apps. So obviously the last couple of months, my life has completely changed. I accept every gift from God. Every gift comes from above. I live like a half an hour away now from my father. So it was nice to go out to church today. We went to church. I introduced Marissa as my fiance to everybody I know there. I think everybody was really excited and happy for me. It was just so good to see everybody. But I'm making this video just to let you guys know, like, I was down with COVID for like 10 days, man. That was the worst sickness of my life. I'm gonna make like a video about that. That'll probably be the next video that I make. But I am back. I'm gonna start making content again on YouTube. Please stay tuned, as I know you will, and thank you so much for all this. And real quick, I didn't do this on IG, but here's Marlowe. Shout out to the dog. He's getting some YouTube clout. So somebody asked me on my last video about recovering from COVID, if that was the first time I had ever had COVID. No, that was the second time. I had COVID a few years ago, maybe like 2 years ago. That COVID was more like a cold, like I felt in my lungs. I was kind of wheezing and my lungs were kind of itchy. But it was only one day of being like super sick, and then it was just kind of like a cold. This time around was much worse. I didn't have any symptoms like from my lungs, but the COVID had attacked my throat. It was like strep throat symptoms. I had white patches on my gums and on my tongue. It was horrible. Like my tongue hurt. My gums hurt so bad I couldn't even like brush my teeth or floss. And it was just like a strep. I thought I had strep throat, but I took the COVID test, and the doctors that prescribed me Paxlovid said that sometimes COVID can be more like a strep throat. But it was a horrible illness. I'm so glad that I've recovered from it, and the Paxlovid probably did help. Haven't been live here in a while, and you know, there's a few things I'm going to talk about on this stream. Basically, I uploaded a short that is pretty important. It's a very important short because it's about negativity and like not letting negativity, you know, stop me from doing what I have to do to pay my bills and make money. I'm just going to check in here and make sure I can see myself. Let me make sure this is going well. Yeah, it looks like it's good. Okay. So I uploaded this short. You guys should go and watch it. I get a ton of hate for like the delivery app stuff. And by the way, I don't know where like my, okay, I see my comment section here. I get a lot of negativity in the comment section from people for like the delivery app gig, you know, doing Uber Eats and DoorDash. People say all kinds of stuff. They say like, you know, that I'm working for slave wages, you know, after gas and taxes and miles on my car. I mean, if you think about it, we're all working for slave wages, right? Like, if you're out there working, like actually working, you're working for slave wages, right? So I don't think that's really a unique thing about me, you know, particularly. But, you know, if I'm out here long enough, right, if I spend enough time doing this, I can make like a couple $100s a day, if not more. And some weeks I'm grossing like $1,000 a week, right? Yeah, when you factor in gas and stuff, it's, you know, there's $100 or so less than that to actually, you know, work with. But I am never going to let somebody else's negativity stop me from doing what I have to do to make money, or stop me from paying my bills. And I know there's other people that follow me that do the delivery app thing, you know? And so I'm kind of putting this out there for those people as well, right? Because it doesn't matter if it's family or friends, people on social media. You really cannot let negativity stop you from, picking up your next order. And some days I get out here and it's a little frustrating to get started. And please, guys, if you're in the chat, give it a big thumbs up, because I haven't been live in a while. It can be frustrating, like when I first get out here. Sometimes it's a little slow, you're picking up kind of bullshit orders the first, just to get back in the algorithm. Like when I got back from LA, I hadn't done DoorDash in like, I don't know, over a month or so. So it took me a minute to kind of get back in the algorithm, get my acceptance rates up, get my customer ratings good and everything. So you have to be kind of patient with it. So sometimes in the morning, like I'm doing like a $3 order for 1.5 miles, or a $4 order for 5 miles, just to kind of get back in the algorithm. And so it's the negativity sometimes in your own head that you have to like not listen to, or you have to sort of overcome. And some days are better than others, right? I could get out here on a Wednesday and make $250 if I stayed out here long enough. I could put in the same hours on a Friday and not make quite as much. It happens like that. But putting like 6-7 days a week into this thing, again, I share about it on social media because I'm spending so much time doing it, and I feel like I'm getting better at it. I feel like I'm getting better at choosing the orders and getting better at where I should be. Glad to see you're alive. Thank you so much for stopping by, Truth Teller. I'll post the live later. I'm going to try to do more lives. I'm just sort of waiting till about 9:30, because that's when I've been scheduling on DoorDash, scheduling a little bit so I get like a guaranteed spot. So I did a few orders today, made a little bit of money, so I had about 15 minutes to go live here and chat with you guys. I believe Sunset City as well is going to do a live stream. She's going to upload a podcast today, but Sunset City should be live on her channel, I think about noon, so you guys might want to go and check that out. I won't be there, obviously, because I'll be out here working. But yeah, if you are doing delivery apps, or if you're working, like whatever it is, do not let other people's negativity stop you from doing what you have to do. And in this economy, I mean, if you're going to work, like you have to work hard. You have to put in hours, you've got to do something, right? You got to provide a service, or you got to do something. I don't particularly want to work. Like my goal is to start trading again eventually, like really trading, and making thousands and thousands of dollars a week. That's my ultimate goal. But right now I have to do what I have to do because I'm behind. This whole trip to LA and everything, which I wanted to do. Like I put everything I had into it, but now I have to work my ass off the rest of this summer. And I'm living with Sunset City. We've got a nice apartment and everything, but I got bills I gotta pay. I've got my car, I've got my phone. So I got to be out here doing this. Let me see, there's some more comments here. I deliver for Amazon Flex. I've worked for Instacart in the past. The great thing about these gig jobs is that that if you file taxes correctly, you can write off everything and not have taxes. That's another thing to consider too, right? The taxes, the write-offs and everything. I mean, there's definitely potential there to preserve like a lot of your money. And I haven't done Amazon Flex or Instacart, but the other thing you're paying for, right? Like let's say I gross $1,000 a month, but with taxes and the car and the miles and the gas and everything, let's say it's like 800. Let's say it's 750 a week, right? Even so, like that, what I'm paying for is the freedom to do it whenever I want, the freedom to take days off whenever. Like yesterday, my brother came out to Virginia Beach, and the three of us went out to lunch. If I was working back at the fucking Restaurant Depot driving a forklift, I wouldn't be able to just take off work and go to lunch. Granted, I had to work last night a little bit longer because I took a few hours off to hang out with my brother, and we showed him the apartment, and we introduced him to Marlowe. We actually introduced Andrew to Marlowe, and I think Andrew really loved him. Andrew posted Marlowe on his Instagram. But let's just say like $1,000 a week turns into 750 or 800 a week after everything else, your taxes and everything. Still, like, what I'm paying for is freedom, and paying to not have a boss, paying to choose where I want to go, choose what orders I want to take. So there are a lot of benefits to this, this kind of gig work. I haven't done catering in a while. My catering boss actually told me on Sunday that he retired. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of catering. I don't particularly like working with food. Like, I don't mind picking up these orders and stuff. Sometimes my car smells like shit if I pick up from Popeyes or something. Guys, we got 17 people in the chat and 3 likes. Please give the stream a like if you love me. Give it a dislike if you hate me. Even though YouTube fucking hides the dislikes these days, which is pretty fucking gay. But yeah, I mean, the freedom of being able to do this like gig work, and who knows how long it's gonna last, but I mean, it seems like people are like door dashing every single day. Like, I go to the same places a lot, and especially out here, like in Virginia Beach, you've got all these hotels. The tourists sometimes don't tip very well, but sometimes they do. But Virginia Beach it's been pretty good to me. I think I am going to go work Norfolk a little bit today because I want to go visit my father this evening, and then I might go to a little church event tonight. But Virginia Beach seems to be pretty good. Norfolk, I think, is denser. There's just seems to be more consistent orders. But like, as long as I schedule previously in Virginia Beach, like today I'm scheduled for like 9:30 to 10:30, and then or 11:30, and then I'm scheduled from 11:30 to 3:30, and then I'll probably go out to Norfolk. But like, if I wait out here a couple minutes, I can usually just hit dash now. It'll get busy. Let me read some comments here because I can't stay long. I got to get off here in a minute. Thank you, Truth Teller. She's very pretty. Yes, I think most people would agree. I mean, and she's very cool. She's been very good to me. I realized if I save $500 a week, I can make my goal saving for a down payment for a house. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get to the point where I can save $500 a week. That's going to be tough for me right now, because we got bills. I've got bills. But like, I'm trying to put a little money in the markets every week. I bought a share of PayPal yesterday because it was down so much. So I'm slowly getting back into the markets and slowly saving up some money and some cash and stuff. I'm Bach, LA Mythwitch. We love seeing you in the chat. Shout out. Seriously, the best job ever have. It's so relaxing and peaceful. Yeah, maybe I'll try to sign up for Amazon Flex or something soon. Just so, because if I didn't have Uber Eats and DoorDash, I'd make a lot less money. Like, the fact that I have both of them running sometimes, because like right when I'm about to drop off for DoorDash, I'll turn my Uber Eats on, and sometimes before I even pull out of the parking lot of wherever I'm at, I'll get an Uber Eats order. Or sometimes I'll pick up like a small DoorDash order, and then I'll get a better Uber Eats order, and then I'll just unassign the DoorDash order. But I try not to do that too much. Thank you so much for liking the stream. I remember from you now. Oh yes, Moo-Moos, I remember you as well. Jordan, okay, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I mean, like, the low tips, like, not everybody tips. Not everybody can afford to tip. That's just the truth of it. So like, if I pick up a low ball order, like let's say I pick up an order, it's $4 for like 4 miles, like, that I made that choice to pick up that order. Yeah, it kind of sucks. It gets annoying. It's a little hit or miss, but I do think out here in Virginia Beach, just in general, the tips are a little bit better. Also on Uber Eats, I think the clientele just tips a little bit more. I'm not trashing DoorDash or anything. DoorDash is definitely more consistent. There's more people on DoorDash ordering. But yeah, sometimes the tips aren't very good. Sometimes it's like a $1 tip on a, very big order or whatever. But I just try to be compassionate. Not everybody can afford to tip. Some people, they just want to get their fucking DoorDash and pay the DoorDash fee or whatever. And, DoorDash gives you a little bit. So, I think of it as like a community service, right? By the way, guys, I shared an amazing Lana Del Rey dubstep remix on my community post. If you like Lana Del Rey, but like me, I don't like listening to Lana Del Rey, like her original stuff. Like I don't like blasting it alone in my car unless I have her with me or something, because it's like Lana Del Rey is kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. But if it's like got dubstep behind it, you know, I'll fucking rock Lana Del Rey dubstep all day in my car. So go and check that out. Do you only get tips or hourly? I never do the hourly. They have an hourly, I think it's like $14.75 guaranteed plus tips. I never do that. I always do per offer. So guys, I'm gonna hop off here now and get back to work. I'm doing very well. It's really good to see you. Flowers, thank you for stopping by. Flowers is still a mod in my chat. I think that's special. But yeah, guys, do not let the negativity stop you from doing whatever you have to do. You know, whether it's paying bills or whatever goals you have. I'm not going to let the negativity stop me. But, you know, it is, we got to work, right? If we're going to work, we got to work hard. We got to work long. And eventually, once I build this trading account back up, you know, that's my ultimate goal. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, Sunset City might be live later today. I think she's uploading a podcast as well. And we're getting the apartment together, so I'll be doing more live streams hopefully very soon. I will see you guys on the next one. Much love.